Hey everyone, came back to do the 13 channels of elimination. I have not done that in a video yet. But first, the 6 lymphatic gates. I am going to open the gates to the spine. I didn't put that in there, but I'm going to do that. And we're going to do 3 lion's breaths, and then we're going to get into the 13 channels. All right. So as we know, if you're new here, people who have been here for a while know this, okay? Above and below the collarbone, you want your fingers actually touching the collarbone, and we slide to the outside. This is gate 1 for the lymphatic drainage. Everything in the body has to come to this spot. All the lymph has to come to here, from your toes and from the top of your head. So we do 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Now, this drains this side of your head. The largest lymph node in the neck is right behind the ear, right here, right behind the earlobe, just above the jaw. I like to use 2 fingers and pull down. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9. And then that large muscle right here, almost half of the lymph nodes in the body are from the neck up. That's how important it is for your head to drain. And this drains this side of the head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, and 9. Then we go to the other side. Right behind the earlobe, a little hole right there. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then we go down that large neck muscle right here. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. All right. So I can see my phone's already on red, so I got to move through this. Gate 3 is right here. Okay? Right where the shoulder rolls into the chest plate. I may have to go get my battery and see if I can plug it in. Hi, Dee. So then we go under the arm. A lot of lymph nodes right here. A lot. And if they get congested, they back up in the house. We don't want them backing up in the house because they'll burn the cells and things like breast cancer, lung cancer, heart issues. Okay? Right down at the bottom of the rib cage down here. I almost set that up before I came out, but I thought I had more battery than that. Okay? Under the arm. Okay, and then I like to move this tissue. This is not part of this gate, but if there's any stagnation in here, you want to get it out of there. Okay, and under the rib here, the lower part of the rib. All right, gate 4 is right at the solar plexus. All right, and the gate goes all the way down and right around the belly button. This is your vagus nerve, or your parasympathetic, which is rest, digest, and heal. People that are in fight or flight, the blood is in the extremities, so you can either run, fight, or hide. But what that does is it robs blood from the brain, it robs it from the lungs and the heart, and the digestive system. So this whole area is not balanced. It's not functioning properly. So we want to get that blood back into this area, so the brain fog and the forgetfulness and the dementia and the Alzheimer's, if things aren't moving up here, that's why it's important to keep these gates open. Then you're going to have all kinds of trouble down the road, and it can take years for this to happen. All right, so hands on the lower ribs. When we breathe, we want to see our hands come apart. In through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. A nice full exhale. Try to get everything out, and we just start rubbing right down, right around the belly button. You may actually feel your nervous system shifting. Okay, and all the way out around. Okay, then we use the heel of the hands to push and the fingers to pull. We're massaging all the organs and glands. We're getting all that tissue to move. And then we tap. tapping is extremely important. It can go right around your kidneys. This gets our nervous system, it wakes it up, and it keeps us in contact with our body. Gate 5 is growing. We use a knife hand here. All tissue in the body must move, no matter how or what your age is. And then when we go underneath, we use the palm of our hands like this. Tons of lymph nodes right here. Things between here and here start to back up. You know, you get all kinds of acids in there, and wherever is weak is where they're gonna go, and because it can't defend itself, and that is not a good thing. Gate 6, under the knees, behind the knees, under them. Good luck with that one. So we rub, we tap. Okay, and then again. All right, so what I would like, we've done 6 gates. We'll do the lion's breath when I come back. Just do this. I'm gonna go get that battery and see if I can plug it into this, just so that we can finish the video without any issues. So just keep doing this and I'll be right back. Hopefully this isn't going to mess the audio up. Hope everybody's doing well and they're manifesting into their life all the things that they want. Because it's up to us to manifest it into reality. Get in there. All right, looks like I didn't lose you. Let's turn this baby on. All right, so we got juice again. All right, so we have power. Yay! Turn this down just a little bit, like so. Okay, 3 lion's breaths. Are we ready? Everybody done doing this? 5 minutes a day, 10 minutes a day, take all your aches and pains away. 20 minutes a day, I don't care what's wrong with you, it'll correct it. Just make sure you're lifting the heel as you turn. You're moving every joint in your body doing this. All right, 3 lion's breaths. The lion's breath, breathe in through the nose, head back, smile. Smile releases endorphins and dopamines, which makes our cells very happy. And then when I say lion's breath, exhale, we stick our tongue all the way out, like that. And we go. Try to still be exhaling when you get back up here, all the way down and all the way back. It's learning to regulate your breath, to control it. Because if you don't control it, someone else is. And if they're controlling it, chances are you are in fight or flight. So here we go. Inhale through the nose, head back, smile. Lion's breath, exhale. Okay. Just rest for a second. Rest is extremely important as well. All right, inhale through the nose, head back, smile. Lion's breath, exhale. All right, one more. It's important to exhale longer than you inhale. All your fear and your trauma and all your issues, we breathe them in and they get lodged in the body. So when we exhale longer. So inhale can turn on fight or flight. Long exhale will turn on parasympathetic, rest, digest, and heal. One more, here we go. Inhale through the nose. Lion's breath, exhale. All right, shake that out a little bit. Now we're going to open the gates for the spine. Really important that we keep these gates open. And how we do that is we bend back like so. Then we put pressure on the small of the back because the gate is down here and up here. Okay, and then we exhale. We go into a kind of a fetal position. Then we inhale. And exhale. If you have trouble with balance, be by a chair or next to the wall so you have something to lean up against in case you lose your balance. All right, just open the gates. So the 13 channels of elimination, really important to understand these and to keep them clear. And this Qigong movement that we're doing opens up a lot of things and it's moving a lot of material through the body. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 just in the head out of the 13. 7, 8, 9, 10 front door, 11 back door, 12 is your skin. This is your second kidney. When the kidneys aren't doing well, you'll start sweating more because it's trying to eliminate it. If you're not sweating at all, and you really need to start hydrating, getting into saunas and opening up these channels. Cleavers is an herb that will help to open your lymphatic channels. Really important to understand these. All right, and 13 is this baby right here. If this is stuck, everything is stuck. The body will be stuck. So, have a great story. Every day, my body gets stronger. My mind gets clearer. I'm standing more grounded than I ever have because my body is healing. Your body is listening to you all the time. You know, I've mentioned this in many videos. The word heart has the word ear in it because it's always listening and it's always looking. If you take your fingers and put them like this and put them right at the base of your skull where it's fleshy and you move your eyes, you will feel those muscles moving. Okay? All your emotions are electrically right along the side of your spine, goes right up into your head right here. So your eyes are always looking and they're connected to your emotions. So they're looking for what you love, what you don't love, what you hate, what you find fearful, what you're fearful of. All these things all come from the eyes and they're affecting your lymphatic system. Because if it's something that you fear, the body will start to shut down and the blood will start to go out to the limbs. So finding a quiet place so that you can just breathe. Let's just do 5 breaths, all right? And we're gonna go in through the nose, slow, long, deep breath. We're gonna hold and we're gonna exhale through the mouth. Longer than we inhaled, and then we're gonna hold. And we're gonna do 5 of those breaths. And you'll feel your body relax. And you exhale, you give your body permission to relax. It has to do what you tell it. And if it's not doing what you're telling it, it's coming from your head, not your soul. big difference. The mind forgets, the body never forgets. And you have to release that emotion that is attached to that memory. You'll still have the memory, but not the emotional response. You won't go into fight or flight. So here we go, 5 breaths. In through the nose, we can tip our head back. And we exhale, nice and slow. Inhale. Exhale and giving your body permission to just relax. Get all the air out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Shake it out. It's another great breath for relaxation. Get in the horse stance as best you can. Doesn't matter how low you go. If you can, tip your hips forward. If you can't, imagine it, because eventually you'll be able to. What we're going to do is we're going to breathe into here. You should have a full breath when we get here. And we exhale. Exhale. You should have exhaled all your air out by the time we get to here. And as we hold, we just turn our hands and we breathe again. So breathe. Exhale. 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 Okay, now we're going to go all the way to the top. When we do, we're going to stand up. All right, so inhale. And the breath should be when you're up here, that's when your breath should end. All right? Exhale. Inhale. These are for relaxation. Exhale. Exhale. Again. This time we're going to pull our hands apart this way when we exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Shake it out. You shake your hands. If you kind of pull your fingers in, not make a fist, but pull your hands in, you'll feel a vibration much deeper up in the bicep, tricep area. It'll help get rid of wings, help keep you strong, gets that blood and lymph moving. So there's 13 channels are really important. And it's where all our waste is eliminated. Now, I didn't include the nails. Those are waste. But, and they can have issues, but chances are your fingernails are not going to have issues. But your ears may have an issue, your nose, your eyes, your mouth, which is the gateway to the digestive system. It's like pre-digestion up here. So we want to make sure we keep that, chew our food a lot and keep things going in there, wash it out, you know. We need to wash the internal body, because as it gets stuck, the channels of elimination aren't functioning properly. It takes a certain amount of hydration to keep the body in a balanced state. 70% of your detox is through your breath. The toxins, when we are breathing in, the diaphragm drops, helps the heart relax. It brings nitric oxide into the body. All the plates in your head expand and contract when you do that. Your primal brainstem is your shoulders, and everything starts to expand. It puts pressure on that primal brainstem, and it pushes on the cerebellum, and the pineal gland is in there, and it starts to shake it, and it has piezo crystals around it, and it starts to produce energy. So we're producing more energy just doing these simple things than we're burning. And the energy is what created you and me. So we want to be really careful about our energy, because we're not our body, we're the energy in it. And if there's something the matter with the matter, it's going to take energy to fix it, because that's what created it. These are simple things, but they are so important, and they're never really talked about. You know, and you can have your hair tested for heavy metals, for minerals, for anything. There's a gene test. There's 5 genes that basically run our life. I'll go over that sometime in a future video. And one of them is the MTHR gene. And if that one's off, we can have all kinds of issues. But like I said, I'll go over that later. In the industry, it's called the motherfucker gene, because it can really raise havoc with you. Just doing this. I mean, this is during a commercial or whatever it is you're doing, you know, put on your favorite music and just move, and don't be afraid to step too, you know. This is one you could work on. And I haven't done this in a while, so give me a minute. But you come around like this, and you come up, and you come over your head. I'll stand aside so you can see. Just pretend there's a plate or a potato or something, or a rock. See, right here, I would lose it. You're trying to keep your hand as flat as possible coming around. My wrist doesn't really work that way, and you come back under. There are people that are a lot better at this than I am, but we have to practice to get it, okay? And then we do the same on the other side. But we always try to maintain that, and you may find that one hand does it better than the other. You know, one side of your body works better than the other one. And then when you get it down, you start doing this. And you're working everything in your body. That's how cool this is. There's nothing in your body that's not moving. Even when you're doing upper body work like this, okay? You're moving your knees, you're moving your feet, you're moving your hips. Everything is moving, and neurologically, you're rewiring the brain for things that you've lost connection with. It's still there. It's just not being maximized because we're not in the breath and movement phase. So every time that you move, let's say we're just going to do this. All right? This is really good for your wrists. Okay, we hold, and then we pick our hands up, and we go. You go to the side if you want. Any way you want. You can go above your head. You can do whatever you want. Make it your own. Whatever, however your body works, work with your body. And I'll stand over here so you can see the whole, like. And what you're doing is you're opening your chest. You're dropping that diaphragm. Everything here is getting massaged. 2/3 of your fluid in your body is right here. This is why when we're doing movement, just from side to side, okay, that fluid is moving, and if you don't have a good core strength, you'll keep going because your head is going that way too, and your head is really heavy and is sitting on top. Guys, balance point in their body is here, and the woman's is their hips. So the different balance point is really important when you're moving. Okay, and look for that point when your head, your hip, your knee, and your foot are in alignment. Then you can stand, because you have the core strength to make that happen. Once you have that core strength, then you can start moving. But to build that core strength, and if you have to hang on to a chair, try and do it with one finger, as light as possible. If you have to hang on, that's where you start. But try to get lighter and lighter hanging on to the chair, because you're developing those core muscles and your body's getting stronger. Your mind's getting clearer. Things are starting to make sense. So this breath is more like what a yoga instructor would teach. And what we do is we close this nostril and we breathe in through this one. Okay, it's like a loop. It goes up and down and up and down. So we breathe in through this nostril. Nice long, slow, deep breath. And then we plug it and we breathe out. And then we breathe in. You don't have to hold on this. All right. Really, really good for your sinuses to do this. C3, 4, and 5 keeps us alive. That's the nervous system. It comes down through both sides. You can have paralysis on one side of your diaphragm and not the other. Okay? And that's why. The nerves come out this side to run this lung, and they come out this side to run this lung, and the diaphragm with it. So when we breathe in through the nose and we drop this, we're activating C3, 4, and 5. Now if you're having a struggle with it, you have to be careful because we're dealing with the neck here. We put our hand here and we drop this shoulder and we just gently pull our head to the side, and you don't feel much of a stretch there right now. But when you breathe in through your nose and then you exhale, you'll feel that stretch. Breathe in and exhale. One more. Inhale and exhale. Now we want to just raise the shoulder gently and bring the head back into a normal position. Kind of get the kinks out, whatever. You may hear some grinding going on in there or whatever, right? And then we take this hand and we pull our head this way and we drop this shoulder. And then we breathe in through the nose. And when you exhale, you feel the stretch. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Lift the shoulder. Slowly let the head come back. That's working C3, 4, and 5. Reconnecting to the diaphragm if this is weak, right? So you want that to be able to go down and push on your organs and glands and relax the heart. And when it comes back up, it's helping the heart pump the blood. It's actually considered by many people the first pump, not the heart, the first pump. As if your breath is shallow, your mouth breathing, you're not getting any action down through here. And that means the pump is taking on all the burden of pumping the blood. But when you're doing long natural breaths and you're controlling your breath, it's helping the heart. It's taking a lot of pressure off the heart. And all high blood pressure is inflammation. And all inflammation is in the lymphatic system. So that means you're dehydrated and it's not able to pull the toxins out like it's supposed to. Think of the lymphatic system as the bathroom and the blood as the kitchen. So the blood's job is to feed, oxygenate, and to hydrate the cell, because the blood's like 98% water, so they say. I don't know, I don't really trust too many of their things that they tell us, like cells in the body. Here, 50 trillion, 75 trillion, 100 trillion, 125 trillion, which means they don't know. And you don't need to know. You need to know how to take care of the cell. And that's through proper hydration, nutrition, and oxygen. That's why they're changing the food. That's why they're changing the hydration. And the oxygen, they're not teaching us how to breathe. But the oxygen is right there waiting for us, although they are, doing things to that too. That up there. It's the electromagnetic field, and that's what gave us life. First breath was in, and it turned on our electrical system. And magnetically, a healthy body gets everything from that electromagnetic field, and it gets what it needs to maintain the magnetism from our food. That's why fruits, berries, and melons are so important, because they're full of hydration and nutrients and enzymes and electrolytes, and so they're self-digesting. So as you're eating those, you're taking a lot of burden off the body, off in the pancreas, in the digestive system, and that energy that goes into from the pancreas and the energy digesting the food is crucial. And if it's not right, like drinking carbonated liquids when you're eating lunch, no, because it alkalizes the acids in the stomach, so you're not going to digest properly. You can do water. Water is slightly acidic. It's around a 6 pH. Your skin is around a 5 or 6 pH. So if you get a rash and you use distilled water, which is a 6 pH, you can watch the rash go away. If you can get pure oxygen and you just blow it over the top, it alkalizes it and it goes away. Now there's still some inside work that needs to be done, but you can buy oxygen now at a store, at a drugstore. Notice I didn't say a medicine store, because those are drugs. Medicines are right there. They're in nature. They're growing all around us. If you take your shoes off and you walk around in your yards, not sprayed, a yard that is not sprayed, the herbs that you need to heal your body will start growing on your property. Because nature is always seeking balance. If you took a glass of water here that's 6 pH and one here that's 8.5 and they don't touch each other, you just set them down, they'll neutralize each other. They'll change their pH. because everything is water. We're standing on the bottom of the largest ocean in the world, known as the atmosphere. And we're breathing it in. This is where all memory is. That's why the void is where all knowledge is kept. And we have a single thread, and we're connected to that. So what dementia, forgetfulness, and all that is, it's toxins building in the head. And it can't function properly because we're not breathing properly, we're not hydrating properly. We're not eating good, nutritious food. That's what keeps the body strong. And the breath is what sends the energy through to maintain its strength and its health. So I think I've rambled on long enough here. Love you guys. Thank you for joining me. And I'll be back as soon as I can. I lost my tripod somewhere, so I had to go buy another one. And so first day I'm using it right here. All right. Again, love you guys. See you in the next video.